the last stand. I've backed ourselves into a corner. I say we. They've backed themselves into the corner. I've unfortunately made a new character and joined them in said corner. I guess we'll find out who survives, if any of us. Mr. Beta Annihilator, our Dungeon Master, please remind us how the hell we got into this situation.
Okay. Yeah, so you guys found Saint Ethelred at the top of the mountain, and coming down the mountain, you were informed by your scouts that the enemy was closing in on the mountain and the valley. You had your choices. You could make your stand there. You could go to the village to try and make a stand there, or you could try and run and outrun them. You chose the latter option. However, you did choose to take all your carts and slow-moving people with you, which obviously slowed you down. And at the end of the session, I did get last session. I did get Feed Moon to roll a D100 to determine how well you did running away from them. Let's just say he didn't roll very well, and you were caught mostly in the open. However, you did have time to choose your ground to stand on, and although obviously no viewers kind of saw it, I sent a map of the area where you guys were caught, and you guys chose these ruins to make your stand because it would take away the threat of the larger cavalry that the enemy had. So you have chosen the ruins, you have made your kind of battle arrangements, and you are standing ready. And yeah, one of the last to arrive, one of your elven scouts comes riding in. Just as you are finishing your setup, you've put the carts in barricades. There's only one kind of way into the ruins that isn't barricaded at all. And you've got men there bolstering that hole in your defense. But the scout rides up through, comes through the gap just as you close it. And they are right here. But they're sending a small group forwards. They wave a banner, a white flag. They want to parley, I believe.
Parley.
I look across at Sir Steve. We've seen this trick before at the monastery. We know what their intentions are.
Well, we did meet them at the monastery, and they didn't attack us under parley. I'll have to go meet with them then. No use risking anybody else.
I'll go with you. I don't think they'll harm me. I probably know half of them.
That does not fill me with the greatest faith in you.
Don't worry, you seem like a pleasant chap. I'm on your side.
Very well.
Do we want John Harris Esquire? Perhaps he could advise on a legal recourse we could fall back on?
No.
Okay, John, you head back. Yeah, you keep that quill sharp. You'll need it soon.
He gives you a suffering look.
Uh,
Why have you got me into this?
He's a good
Which
man.
Which direction is the flag, by the way? The middle.
Pardon?
Which direction was the flag?
Oh, they're coming from the north.
Oh.
So, yeah.
Is there like a possible vantage point to just watch from?
Yeah, like you've got like platforms here. This one will probably give the best advantage. This one you can't really fully see over the wall. But yeah, this bit here is raised up. You could climb up there.
If I get shot in the back by an elven arrow, I swear to God,
What'll be worse, if I stab you in the back or if he shoots you in the back?
if he shoots me,
You'll probably survive it.
Yeah.
It'll be the second one you don't.
I'm just
Don't worry,
like
Sir
this.
Steve.
Also, I'm mainly just using Elven eyes to just keep a fucking lookout on everything. Highest perception rolls.
It's the same. It's just you and Tiberius going. Are you taking a guard at all?
I want to say no, but I don't want to take people away. Yeah, fuck, I'll bring my elves.
How many are you bringing?
Just my one unit.
Okay, so you're bringing 10 elves, you and Tiberius. Cool.
Yeah,
I've
I'm not gonna leave this walled area. I'm gonna march out to here to talk to them.
I'm going alone, but my retinue's all grouped to my tokens, so they're just kind of along for
No. You don't worry about moving yourselves.
Oh, okay.
Like,
Oh, okay.
yeah, don't worry about moving yourselves. The meeting is in theatre of the mind. Don't worry. There's a clearing of the forest that's like to the north. There's almost like a path through the forest just ahead. It does close into trees again, but the opening continues a little bit further north than what you can see on the map in front of you, and you actually see them come into the tree line. There's a force maybe slightly larger than yours, and they stop. And you see 2 riders flanked by another 4 come riding out a little bit further, and they stop kind of halfway between you.
I lean over to Steve. We look a bit shit coming on foot.
This is not the time.
It's always the time.
No.
Doesn't exactly convey strength, does it?
If you wish to run back and get a horse, by all means.
Well, that definitely won't convey strength, me running back as we're about to approach.
Neither will this bickering, so shut up.
We're not bickering, I'm just... Next time. Right, game face.
Does
You
he say
approach-
game face loud enough for me to hear it from back
No.
Do you approach with all 10 of your elves?
Oh, me not.
I'll
Say
leave
that-
the elves behind me slightly.
Okay, because from what you can see, it's General Tidor, Lady Elwyn, and 2 guards that have approached.
Fuck's sake.
Oh, can we see Lady Elwyn from back here? From the palisade? Or
They are kind of like behind this tree almost. They'd be behind this tree, so you wouldn't have good view of them.
I'll be talking to the elf, whatever his name may be nowadays.
I
Would you see?
will remind you that they are under the flag of truce at this point.
Well, that
Even-
means nothing to the
even-
Black Arrow.
These are 2 characters in this group that don't give a shit about that.
Fair enough.
Randall just sees Lady Elwyn and just dons a black hood.
Hey, you're the White Arrow now, so pipe down.
Ben's like, not again, not like this.
Do you match their numbers, or do you go with less?
How many? We'll
They've got
match.
2 guards. 2 of them, 2 guards.
Let's go
Yeah,
just
we'll
us.
match the numbers.
No, let's go just us. That'll show us we're not scared.
No.
Oh. Alright.
It shows we're on equal footing this way.
I think they know that we're not on all equal footing. They've seen how many we've got.
They also know that we don't have that strength that you're talking about, so... No point.
Showing one of us is worth 6 of them.
We'll show that in the fight. There's no need for grandstanding.
Okay. Okay, let's both be on the same side now.
I hate this man.
What's unreasonable about that?
Out of character, I just...
Sorry, Sir Steve. Would you like a bunch of yes men around you?
I miss Casper. I never thought I'd say those words.
Are you going to be on the same side as me or not?
Let's continue forward and find out.
What is with this guy?
Okay, you approach, and they await you patiently. They've met you halfway. So you approach a lot slower than they do because you're on foot. And General Tidor kind of moves his horse a step further on than the others. You chose to meet our parley, did you?
I think the answer to that is quite obvious, Tidor.
You look well.
Because I'd say the same for you, boss. You look haggard. Riding hard, were you?
Oh, yes. Gave us a jolly chase.
I see you've brought Lady Elwyn with you as well.
Lady Elwyn, I thought I recognised you. Ravishing as always.
She takes a little step forward with her horse. Kind of like steps right up next to you, actually. She like leans down. Like, she like cups your cheek. Tiberius. What a pleasure.
It's funny where you
What
run
are you
into.
doing?
Sorry?
What are you doing here?
Just out for a wander in the woods, wasn't I? Came across these lot. Seemed like they needed a little bit of help.
They do really need your help, Tiberius. And I could really use your help with figuring this situation out and finding a solution that's best for everyone.
Of course, I'm sure there's been some sort of misunderstanding.
Oh, a vast misunderstanding, my dear.
Well, why are we out here in a battlefield then? What's been going on?
Well, I'll leave that for the good general to explain. But, my dear, just keep an open mind and help, a friend out.
Well, if it gets me an invitation to the next ball, of course.
She ruffles your hair and yes, don't worry about that. Of course you'll be invited. So long as we sort this out, of course. And she kind of like turns the horse around and goes to join the beside Tidor again. And he like so our terms. It's quite simple. No one has to die. No battle has to be had. You have something that we want. Give it to us and we'll be on our merry way. And you can prance off and do whatever in the hells that you want to do. Just give us what we want.
Now, just to clarify, Tidor, what exactly is it that you want? We have a great many people with us. Is it a person? A horse, perhaps? Maybe a sword?
Don't play games with me, boy.
What? I think we both know that this parley is only going to go one way.
Yes, you always did have a stubborn streak, Sir Steve. Tiberius, was it?
That's it. Sorry, we've not met.
Knight General Tidor of
Ah,
the Emerald Order.
I've heard that name before.
I wouldn't go about throwing about titles such as Knight General anymore, really.
Yes, the disgraced Knight General Theodore. I saw the order go out. What does that have, Knight General? He said, "A cad and a disgrace to the order" was the exact words.
Myself and Eobard have never seen eye to eye.
They're strong
He has
words,
taken
though.
any chance- He has taken any chance he could get to deface me. And we will be having words sooner or later.
Lady Owen, what are you doing with this old scrote? I look over at Steve and give him a little smile.
She, you see, he goes like bright red. He's like, she goes, "Oh, my dear Tiberius, don't insult the Knight General. That is a complete misunderstanding. I've been with this man. I've seen him. He upholds the Emerald Order ways. He is a great representative of the Emerald Order. And this whole is the Marquis he will sort this out sooner or later.
Well, I hope so. It's horrible to be put in these kind of situations.
Oh, it is. It's a horrible situation. And I'd hate for things to turn bloody, and there's, there are those in the Emerald Order who bay for blood, and from what Knight General Tidor has told me, Sir Steve is one of those. A violent man, from what I've been told.
Seems argumentative at most, so far.
He's just looking at her. I don't understand you politicians. Is there something about your upbringing that makes you such good liars? Never quite understood it. At least Tidor doesn't lie per se in everything he says. You, on the other hand, nothing you've said so far is the truth.
What do you mean?
Well, there
You're
is what
accusing
happened.
a lady of the realm of lying. Tiberius, what sort of company are you keeping now?
Well, it's
I
early days, really.
Surely, Tiberius, you've been around the court long enough to know that all nobles lie.
I've been around long enough to know that some do, yes.
You're looking at the best of them right in front of us.
That's Lady Elwyn. She's upstanding.
Well, why don't you look at her in her face and ask her what happened to her husband?
He has...
What?
Yes. There are rumours going around about... I mean, I've only just got back from Telerium, so I've been out of the loop,
Oh,
really.
Tiberius. I'm sorry, yes, you probably never heard. We were beset on the road by bandits. And Lord Elwyn, he suffered a horrible fate.
Oh.
And like an actual tear comes to her eye, and it upsets me just to think about it.
That's terrible news. I had such fond memories of him. That day...
So do I.
I was a boy then, I think, and the way he just beat those two wood choppers lads to death in the woods. Fond memories. He was such a great man. So, Steve, these are the kind of men they're losing, day in, day out.
He was a strong man. and a fantastic duelist, and he would never swing that sword again.
No, I don't think he used a sword on those. I think he used a log.
Oh, well. He could use many tools.
Yes, they could, couldn't they?
Right. This parley, as enjoyable as I'm sure it is for some, isn't going much of anywhere at all. There is something I would like to say to you, Tidor.
Go on then, boy.
You know, I would not lie to you.
Stubborn, yes. Honest, I'll give you.
He points out Lady Owen. She has not told you the whole truth as to what she's planning to do. Unless you lied to me at a previous meeting. She's not planning to bring back your goddess. No. We had that book translated, the one that we had taken quite a long time ago. She's attempting to bring back a demon of old. That's what she wants to do to get into that mountain. That is what she is truly attempting to do, and she has warped your perspective into aligning with her goals by telling you about this goddess and filling you with this belief that's what she's trying to do. And if you think about it, look how easily she just lied here, bringing tears to her face. You really trust anything she has said to you?
He... roll me a persuasion check.
Okay. Didn't have his sheet open. I had the other thing.
Stephen uses special ability doubt on the enemy camp.
Count. Aww. Hate to see it.
He just narrows his eyes at you, and then Lady Elwyn just lets out a little... See, look at him, General. He's telling tall stories, and you thought he was an honest man. He'll say anything to try and strike doubts into our ranks, and into our cause. You need not listen to him. And clearly he won't take our offer. A simple trade, so we don't have to go to battle. And then she looks to you, Tiberus. Tiberus, I offer you a way out. If you want, you can, with your people, you can come ride out to our camp, and we can share some tea and some wine. It's your choice. Or you can stay with your friends, and I'm afraid that it would break my heart, but you would probably share their fate. I would try to get them to protect you on the battlefield and not hurt you. But accidents do happen on a battlefield, I'm afraid.
Lady Elwyn, your words have moved me. And truly, I wish I could join you. However, doubt has been cast on my mind, and I cannot align myself with those kind of liars. And as you know, I'm not the biggest fan of the Emerald Order. I don't trust them. I don't like them meddling in the affairs of my hometown. And you, Lady Elwyn, you, the biggest liar of us all. Because if anyone actually knows you, they're not D cups. They're A cups at best. That's a push-up bra. And with that, I must return back to my friends, Lady Elwyn.
Where did this change come from?
I just walk back.
As he's walking back, like quite enough that you can hear Sir Steve, but obviously not loud enough that he can hear as he's walking away. She kind of leans in and, I will make sure he dies a horrible death. And she gives you a very sadistic grin as she wheels her horse and rides off. General Tidor is left there,
I
kind of
suppose
just staring straight at you, full, not breaking eye contact.
Oh,
I'll return.
he believes me. He's gonna be checking her.
I don't know how to convince you, Tidor. I wish I could.
The goddess will return. Of that I am sure, and my heart is set on it. And as one night to another. Die honorably. And he wheels his horse around and rides back to the forest.
He doesn't return the same gesture. Mainly because he knows Randall and the elf are here, and they're definitely not going to let him die honorably. He's just going to watch him right away, and then just turn and with the elven escort and head back.
So Steve, quick word. Don't bury that bitch. You need to burn her. She's an evil woman. I don't know if you know that about her. That's a family of monsters.
You know, maybe I was wrong about you. First impressions can be misleading. You're not wrong. But be wary of her. She can cast dark magic.
There was rumours
fact-
about her as a kid being a witch.
But they are very true.
People would say they should come out of the cellars and there'd be stench of blood in the air but no bodies. No one ever saw anything for real, but I remember running around as a kid and you'd hide the moment she came down the corridor.
Just keep an eye out. And good luck, Tiders.
You too, Sir Steve. I go to shake your hand.
Let's shake your hand.
They're definitely A-cups, by the way. I've seen them. Oh, God.
He's just gonna raise an eyebrow at this guy.
Young love.
No.
It's, as you return back to the ruins, you hear a horn from the forest. As to the northwest, out emerges Lady Elwyn leading a group of soldiers. To the north, Antreva, you would see from your little perch, and Randall, if you were up there as well, having a view, you would see the mercenary groups that have been with them, and emerging from directly north, from where Elwyn and Tidor just came from, and then from the north east would be the other group led by Tidor. They would emerge up here.
Seeing everyone approach, just gonna put a hand on Randall's shoulder and just give a nod and then head off to my group.
I'll just silently nod back in affirmation. When Sir Steve reapproaches the group, I'm going to yell down to him, "What lies came from General Theodore's mouth this time?"
surprisingly, very little. He asked us to hand over what we have um, that they want, and most of the lies came from Lady Elwyn's mouth this time.
What? She's here? I scout the
Not-
battlefield.
Battlefield.
She
Jesus Christ, it's worse. Not Jesus Christ. Lord Latarin, it's worse than I thought. There is no Jesus Christ here.
Oh no.
it is a lot worse than we thought.
I'm gonna jump off the palisade, and before I join my squad, I'm gonna make my way over to the Saint.
Yeah, he's there. He's just like sharpening his sword.
I'm gonna just stand in front of him and go, I know you haven't been back in our age for a while, and you might be coming to terms. We've got a big battle which I'm sure you're well versed in. I'm sure you've seen more horrors than we ever have counted together. But out there is an evil woman, a witch beyond measure, that has defeated and battered us left and right. I've never seen such power. Do not underestimate her, Saint.
He kind of stands up, hefts his sword onto his shoulder, puts a hand on your shoulder. Don't worry. I've faced worse than that bitch.
I'm glad to hear it. And before he goes to walk off, and one last thing. This battle doesn't go in our favor. I'll make sure that what we have is protected. I assure you. I'll keep fighting for Latarin.
He looks to his belt where he's strapped the disc that is the keystone. Alright. If things looking shit, well, one of you needs to come for this. Get it as far away from here as possible.
I promise. But it's not going to come to that. Fight well, Saint. See you on the other side.
Yeah. For a good old drink.
I give him a nod and return to my group, and I tell my group to take a knee around me. We've come a long way together. We've grown as more than just a ragtag group of bandits and misfits. Today we rise, today we fight, as keepers of the solstice. And I'm going to whip out the oil and get all of them to put like their little blades, axes, whatever the hell they're using, into the middle. Today we fight for Latarin. And I'm going to do a little tips in kind of motion, and then like, hoorah, as we all lift up.
Yeah, they get a few shouts of Latarin!
And as they lift up,
flaming blades.
ooh,
As the blades kind of like lift up and scrape along each other, it ignites the oil, and they've now got flaming blades. Okay. Saint Everard's gonna like kind of march to your lines.
Yeah.
So Steve, just to check in on it.
I'll just run over to my lot. Aaron, when we retake Everspire, remind me to cancel Lady Elwyn's hamper for year-end, winter end. I don't think we're on her gift list anymore. He looks up and goes, "You told him about her breast size, didn't you?" I did. I did. The day had to come. And that day was today, since we might not see tomorrow. I look at my attorney. Chin up, you might get through it. Just hide at the back. I have a cocksure look on my face. Aaron just looks like... Aaron's just like a nutty butcher with his butcher's knife. Uriel's just a lost-looking elf. He's doing Lost John Travolta, like, what the fuck am I doing here? And John Harris is just having a nervous breakdown in the background.
He's probably been given one of the spare spears, and he's just like, Gay king whilst holding it.
He's going into employee law contracts at the moment.
Yeah. Saint Ethered's going to approach you, so Steve. Stevie boy.
Just trying to get her into the right head frame, Saint Ethelred.
Well, you best get into it quick.
Yes.
Have some words for your men. Your men need inspiration.
You're not wrong.
Alright. I'm gonna go travel the lines. I'll shore up wherever it's weakest. I'll slap you on the back. And he looks at the banner as he walks past and goes, bloody hell. It's been a long time since I've seen that.
Crikey.
You've
And then he
he asks the question. He's like, Story for another time.
if there is another time.
Oh, that's true.
Alright. Anyone else want to do anything?
I'd just like to don my armour. I'd put on a nice jacket. I'd just go in my wagon and choose something nice and sleek.
Not your jeweling jacket.
Oh, well, yeah, I put my jeweling jacket on. Probably should be protected. Some nice, high-quality cotton with silk lining. Oh, God.
Where's Brother Sven at the moment?
He is over the other side with Ants River.
Okay. I was going to go pray with him, but he's a bit too far away.
He's like you can hear his chants from across the battle, like across the other side. He's like proper holy priest chants on the battlefield.
Ile Dominus.
Yep. Like spraying incense around him.
As he's doing that, I'm kind of just like chilling with, like the elves. Yeah.
Yeah, they're just saying their own silent prayers.
Mm.
They're just focused.
I have Aeon in my group, right? Please let me have Aeon in my group.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You could be stood right next to him.
yeah, we'll die together.
Aeon. That's an insurance broker.
Alright. So Steve, you good to go?
Yeah. He only has a short thing to say, really, for to the whole group.
Yeah, you can say it as the enemy's approaching.
Yeah, as they're approaching, he's just gonna be like, men, bolster, bring your arms to bear, for today we stand against darkness. Today we stand against evil. Today we stand together. He just holds his sword up as he shouts that. Full of Tharin!
They draw their blades with you and join in the shout. And I would like, could you guys just roll initiative on your sheets, please?
Do you want us to?
What one now? Squad
Actual-
sheets.
No, on your actual sheets.
Oh, nice and low.
I do like to think that like Randall is just being enlarged and he's just a titan.
Titan. House Rain. There's a storm a coming.
Is that where you are? House Rain, is it?
Yeah.
And the Reigns of Castamere.
Yes, I was gonna say.
We're spelt differently.
You rolled a 0.07!
That's right.
Men charge!
I mean, that's
Randall's just sprinted off with all the levies and all the men. He turns around and Sir Steve's like still do halfway through his chant.
Just like, where is my sword?
Said, Squire Tommy, my sword. Oh.
Oh, he's waiting for someone to dress him in armor.
Emotional damage.
This is why
I
he
think that
wears
should be
the
some
heaviest
psychic
armor.
damage.
I think Tybris should have vicious mockery.
Oh, please don't play a bard.
He's not a bard.
Oh, thank you. Please don't let him become a bard.
He won't become a.
I will
Okay.
forcibly leave this campaign.
Well, Randall, obviously the army is charging in, and we will begin combat with the clash of.
Clans.
The levels.
There we go. All right, as people come in, weapons begin clashing, and the battle begins. Your unit, plus obviously the levies in front of you, can begin fighting.
So do I roll 3 attacks for each levy icon, yeah?
Yes. Just do
So
one. Do
levies
one unit
first?
at a time. Do one unit
Okay.
at a time.
Yeah, cool. Alright, so levy 1. Says
There we go.
Oh.
Yeah.
So
hits
one
on
goes
5,
through.
only one goes through.
What's the strength?
Strength 4 versus toughness.
Toughness 5. So 5s or more to wound. It's gonna be tough. Sadly, no. That one at the
2.
start. Oh.
Hmm.
Remember, you only got one attack through.
Are you going on the first? Yeah, okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
Alright, next one.
Levies. As they're all swinging simultaneously. 2 go through this time. Same again. 5s or more to wound. And sadly not. And the last one, they're not the most well trained. Oh, there we go. 3
Yeah.
attacks make it through. Let's see if you can wound. Come on. Hey.
Yes. So, one lot of damage. How does the damage? Is it just a 1 wound count? Is it?
Yeah, it's just a 1 wound, but I'm counting it through. Don't worry.
Cool.
Yeah, I mean, they injure some of the mercenaries. It's looking good. And now you and the keepers of the solstice, you can still attack. You're like one big unit there.
Yeah. So 1 big attack. Oh,
So
all but
3.
1. Yeah.
No, all of them hit because that one was a re-rolled. Remember?
Oh yes, on the reroll, the Hearsay reroll. Lovely chat.
There you go.
I have strength 6.
Strength 6 would be greater than, I believe.
Yep.
Yeah.
So what's that? Hit on 4?
On 3s.
Oh, 3. Even better.
Wounding on 3s. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 attacks go through. So how many wounds is that?
It's ×2 plus 1 for the
That's
flames.
times 3. So
×3 then.
3 times 3, 9. No. 3 times 4, 12. So that you actually come over the top of the levies and you're like stabbing through where they've like made their little shield wall. And you just butcher enough to take out one of these mercenary units. Down to 1 person. So there's only 1 mercenary left in one of these units. They are looking pretty worse for wear. General Tidor's unit coming straight into yours, Sir Steve. So we'll go the standard knights that weren't necessarily mounted first. The smaller unit. Hitting on 3s. 1, 2, 3, 4. What's your toughness, Steve, of your units?
It is 5.
Okay, hit wounding on 4s. And 3 wounds, so 6 wounds coming through if you want to allocate them. That'll be to your unit first. So if you've got wounds 3, you've lost 2 men.
Okay. And then I lowered that number by... Okay.
Yep.
I got you.
So you should be down to 9 men.
Yeah.
Cool. The other bigger unit of knights is going to attack Captain Edoran's men. Hitting on 3s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 coming through. What is their toughness?
I think it's 5 as well.
So wounding on 3s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Yeah, 5. 5 attacks. 5 wounds go through. That's 10 wounds total coming to Captain Edoran's group. So that's 3 soldiers down.
Soldiers.
It's going to be very quick combat, as you can see. And the last one's going to be attacking you. Tidor's guys are going to be attacking you. With 12 attacks coming through on 3s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 attacks are successful. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 lots of 2, so 10 wounds coming to your unit.
That was probably as good a time as any. Can I use my special ability
You can use your special ability, yes.
and become indomitable and ignore the damage from that attack?
Yeah. You can steal the will of your elves as they just tortoise-shell up with their light shields, and they block the attacks coming straight through from Tidor's men. And Tidor's men they bounce back off. And Tidor's there in the midst of it. Again! And they try to batter in again, but they cannot reach in. Ansravar and your elves, you've just been beset by knights of the Emerald Order and mercenaries alike. Elwyn's at the back there. She appears to be doing something, but you're not sure what.
I'm like, fuck. That's never good. Yeah. Yeah, I kind of want to pick them off one by one just because of Antifa's ability. So yeah, I think we'll get Brother Sven to attack first. We'll just try to take out these ones first. So just go for the top one.
Cool.
So. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. Wait, is it 2?
So 10 go through.
Cool.
Yeah, so you roll a 2 or above. So 10 go through. Yep. You've got to roll 5 or more though for the wounds because they've got toughness of 8. So. So ignoring the
five,
ignoring the
six,
last two.
5.
3, 4.
Four.
So 4 times what's your wounding? So 8. So that's they take out 2, and one of the guys is already. So they take out 2, and another guy's looking very injured. Anyway, over to you. Your unit of elves.
All right. Oh, not as good. Well, yeah, just so 10.
10. Cool.
It's just the
Same
ones that I
again.
have to ignore. Got it.
Wounding on 5.
Um,
So ignoring the last 2. 1, 2.
With my rerolls, how does that work with flanking?
Oh,
Is
so
it
you
reroll
can.
all of them or?
Yeah, so you can re-roll the whole thing if you want.
Oh,
So you can either so obviously you've got through 10 attacks. So you don't really didn't want to re-roll your attack roll, but you can
Yeah.
re-roll the whole wound. So you've only got
Yeah.
3 wounds through. So
yeah, but 5 is high, 3 is, yeah, fuck it. We'll risk it. Why not?
Oh, as I say, that was a good one.
I just wanted
Three
to
wounds is pretty good.
Well, I guess we did do quite a lot in the last one. Yeah, we'll just leave it like that. So we'll go.
yeah,
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
yeah,
so
then
6.
6.
yeah. Okay. So one of those units is they're down to 1 guy in that right hand unit now. Okay. Now to see if the levies get routed.
Not with flaming swords behind them, they were.
Okay, so hitting on 4s. 1 goes through, and wounding on 3s. And is that first one? Okay, so that is 1 wound going to the levies. So I'm guessing that's 1 down. And then the injured unit only hits on 1 of these. The first one does hit and does wound for another damage. So you can choose which
down
one.
2 then.
Yeah.
I'm
can
just doing the total calc. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you can just allocate it as you want across the 3 units.
Once the squad's worst gone, I'll delete the picture.
Yeah, and then 2 more full come in, and 2 go through, and they wound. So 2 more damage coming through, and then 3 attacks go through, but only 1 of them wounds. So 3 damage total from those last 2 rounds of hits. So you've taken 5 total damage. So
we've lost the squad. We'll say we lose the right flank just for the sake of it.
Okay. The levies fall down. Let me add I'll get Saint Ethelred in because he's going to go to the weakest point. Okay, that's the mercenaries down. Tybros.
Hello. How high are these walls?
They are like
He's gonna run.
like 2nd story sort of height.
Oh, okay. We won't be jumping off them then.
Like some of them are slightly like first, like this one's slightly shorter, and some of the ones down here are slightly shorter, but most of them are kind of like 2nd floor height.
That's alright. I enjoy having kneecaps. I'll back up these guys over here.
Okay.
Can I get
Oh,
involved?
you get in the mix. You can get involved, yeah.
Can I fight with these knights?
You can fight wherever you want.
I'll fight with the knights.
So which one are you attacking?
Top ones, I guess.
Oh, the top one. The top ones that are one guy left.
Oh, is it? Or should I do the
Finish
health?
him.
I'll do the healthy ones, shall I?
Sure.
Yes. Okay. I just get one of these attacks, don't I?
So you get 4 attacks because there's 4 of you in the group. But it rolls 4 dice anyway. It rolls 4 dice.
Oh, alright. Well, let's take the best one of those then.
We'll just take the first one. Which you hit on 3 of them. What is your strength?
5.
5. Okay, so you got a wound on 5. So first 3. Sadly, you do not. You've gone in. You've bolstered the defenses.
Fine.
But-
I'll do Lord's inspiration
Who to?
myself.
Yourself. Okay, so you can roll an extra 2 d6s.
Is that not my whole unit, or is it? Oh, so yeah,
Well,
two. Yeah.
Yeah, you are a unit, so you get
I don't know.
2. So 1 attack goes through. See if you wound. Sadly not.
Oh, damn it! I can't see these rolls.
Sadly, you rolled a 4.
Damn it.
It's alright. I mean, your unit's not necessarily made for combat. You've got a cook and a lawyer.
I've got an elf.
Okay, Saint Ethelred. He is going to join the line here. Actually, who's? I have a lot. Yeah. The levies. It's fair. The levies are actually doing okay. He's going to join in Sir Steve's line very briefly. He's going to wade in. And he is going to make his 5 attacks, hitting on 2s. Hits all of them. And he gets to strength 6 versus... Okay, so hitting on 5s, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 times 2, 8 damage. And then he falls back. 8 damage. He takes out 2 of the frontline knights. And falls back to decide where he goes next. Lady Elwyn's group. Alright, we'll do the wounded lot first. And they're going to attack once. Hits. And what is the toughness of your unit, Answer River?
5.
5, okay. Hit, wounding on a 4. And they wound for 2 into your unit. So 2 damage into your unit, and then they're going to attack Brother Sven's. So that's 1, 2, 3 go through. And 1, 2, so 4 wounds into Brother Sven's unit. And then this one, the bigger unit behind, is going to come at your guys. They're going to reinforce the wounded unit, and they're going to attack your guys. So 10 attacks coming through. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And they will... What's your toughness again, sorry?
5.
5. Okay, so they hit on 3s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's 10 damage coming into your unit. So that at least takes out 3 guys.
Yeah. Oof.
Yeah, the big units hit hard. And Sir Steve. Oh no! Just before that, you see a dark, glowing energy begin to appear from Lady Elwyn's hands as she's chanting in an unknown language. And Sir Steve, you are in the midst. You see Sir Tidor fighting with his unit in front of you. Go on. You can finally bite back.
I'm gonna go for the knights in front of me that Ethelred's hurt because they're like right there anyway. I just roll attack. Yeah.
Yep, just hit the attacks. Hitting on 2s. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we'll ignore the last 3 rolls of your wound roll.
Yeah. And then just roll damage, right?
Roll the wounds.
Oh,
The
wait, hold on.
wound. Yeah.
Yeah.
So hitting on 5, wounding on 5s, ignoring the last 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 times 2. 10. And you wipe out that whole unit.
Yes.
Back Tidor's men, the men that he's actually like with, closing the gap as you've wiped out one unit. And you can attack with Elrond's guys now.
Oh yeah. We'll have them attack.
You said you'd take charge of them, so.
Yeah, that's true. I forgot about them entirely. I'll have them attack Sir Tidor's unit because they seem like the dangerous ones. If we can get Tidor up the fight, well. Just give me a sec. I'm pretty sure their stats are the same as mine, right? Yeah. Oh. So they get to attack.
Yeah.
Oh.
So 1, 2, 3, 4 miss. So 8 go through.
Ooh. That seems pretty good.
I mean, so ignoring 4. Wounding on 5s. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 times 2, 8 damage. They take out 2 guys.
Okay.
Anything else?
Can re-roll full roll once. Okay. No, I'll leave that for no, nothing else.
Okay. You hear, well, so some of you would notice a commotion as well, some of you who might be a bit more aware of your surroundings, like Randall, for example, answerer, as you're like, you make some attacks, you fall back, look over your shoulder to see how the others are doing. You would see that they held some of their forces back, and I'm moving the battlefield apparently.
We're surrounded.
There we go. As a group of mercenaries begin clambering their way over one of the carts to the south.
Oh shit.
They weren't supposed to be there.
They weren't. But they are. Let's just put your dead here. Alright. So. With the turn order going, Randall.
I'm gonna turn to Athelred and say, "We'll hold the lines. I'll fall to the rear. You stop the witch," as I point over at her chanting, growing this little orb. And then I'm gonna take. Yeah. Does he respond?
Yeah, I was going to say you're abandoning the levies.
Potentially. I'm gonna have my
Good.
attack and then leave. Because we can fall back afterwards.
He goes,
With my
I can deal with
fallback ability.
I, uh, I'll reinforce here. You deal with them.
Alright, so he's gonna take over the levies then. Alright, we're gonna go to the rear.
Okay.
And then we're gonna bolster that and keep them off. But I'll do the levies first if you want.
Yeah. Roll for the levies.
So 2 lots of levies was the first one. And attacks. Nope.
Nope. And the
They're
second
pretty
one.
scared if their commander's just left. Ooh,
Hey,
yeah.
3. Wounding on.
Wounds on 5, I think, because they're strength
Yep.
4. Yep, 1.
Hey, and you do enough to take out one of the mercenary units, and the levies
Well
let
done,
out
levies.
a big cheer.
Woo!
Yeah, good for them.
They're very proud of themselves.
They're good people. Good people. The best people.
Alright, and then I'll do the keepers fighting off the lot trying to break through the barricade.
One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Strength 6, so what does it hit on 3s?
Hits on 3s. Well, wounds on 3s, sorry.
Their wounds
1,
on
2, 3,
3s.
4, 5. 5 wounds. What's the damage?
then-
3.
Times 3, yeah. Flaming swords come.
Like they're like in the midst of clambering over these wagons, and like you guys with your like extra boost to mobility, you like just turn around, sprint. Now that St. Everard like reinforce you, and like they just look up and they see these flaming swords and axes just descend upon them, and you just wipe out one of those units of mercenaries like straight off the bat. Solid turn. It's Tidor's turn. As the topmost unit is going to attack into Captain Eneran's. And there we are. All but one. Well, are they? No, they're not injured at all. So all but one of those make it through. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 times 2, 12 wounds coming into Captain Eleran. So Steve,
That's
four units down.
4. Mm. I suppose I can't try and block any of that with any of my abilities, can I?
What abilities are you thinking of using?
Warding maneuver or my interception ability. Both of them let me reduce damage or block an attack entirely, or reduce damage at least.
I'll allow you to save one of those units, so they lose 3 rather than 4.
Okay, that's better than nothing. Thank you.
Okay. And then General Tidor's men are going to fight into yours. So Tidor's Mountain Knights, they are injured. They only have 9, so only 9 of these attacks will go through. Will go. So there's I think 12. So take away the last 3, which don't hit anyway. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 wounding on fours. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3 times 2, 6 damage coming through to you, your unit.
Is that one guy or two guys? It's two,
6.
right?
So your guys have 3 wounds. So
Wood
it's
3,
2.
yeah. Okay.
So yeah, just divide however much damage I give you by 3.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, Antrava.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we that big group is they did a lot, so we're going for them. So yes, Sven will go first.
Yep. Want to weaken them down.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All of them.
All of them hit.
He's lost 1.
Okay, so
It.
that'll be 11.
Okay.
And strength 6, toughness 8. So ignoring the one at the end. Wounding on 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wounds coming through times 2.
Yep.
Okay, so it takes out 3 guys with 1 left over. Now it's your turn.
Question.
Yes.
Because I think there's like 1 knight and then 1 mounted knight. Would I be able to attack them both? If I have enough wounds that spill over, or does that not work?
You would probably have to dedicate attacks to one of them. You can maybe leave the wounded one to our good boy Lordling and his retinue. Now, Ollie, your ability you can use as a reaction. By the way, just want to put that out, so you can grant it to other units around you.
But why would I do that?
Fair enough.
Okay, well then I think we'll go with
Hitting the bigger boy.
yeah, we'll just finish off the big one.
Finish him off. That's
Kill him.
Kill him.
all but 3.
Yep. Nice.
Nice.
Ignoring the last 3.
1, 2, 3, 4,
4.
4, and 8 altogether.
Okay, so that's another 3 down. They're down to below half strength. Solid turn. Is that all, or is there any abilities that you wish to use?
Not really.
Fair enough. All right, we'll snap to the mercenaries who are going to attack. What? 2 of them into the levies, 1 of them into Saint Ethelred. So, Mac keeping track of these, yeah. 2 attacks. 1 one damage. And 1 attack. Okay, so just 1 wound coming into the levies. They're holding their ground a lot better this time. And now for Saint Ethelred. Into Saint Ethelred. 1, 2 attacks going through. And 1 wound, Saint Ethelred. Dun dun dun. He's good though.
Ethelred next round heals. Just
Why do I feel like he's like a wounds 12 character?
Close. He was a wounds 10.
Was he? I was gonna. Did you make him that powerful?
He's a wounds 10 guy.
Mm.
Yeah, is solid. And the one that is left to fight the Keepers of the Solstice
Yeah.
attacks. One goes through, but does not
Toughness
wound.
6.
Yeah, it does not wound. Tabros.
Good day. As we're kind of fighting our way forward, our little mate Ansriver, who's got a lot of injured guys, I'll pull a couple back on the feet because I have, as a lordling, I am quite good at that. I have rallying word, which allows me to heal 2 allies as a bonus action.
Oh,
Once per long rest.
okay.
So I'll go, get on your feet, soldier. We are leaving. No, we're not leaving. We're moving.
All right, you're almost back to full strength, Ansriver.
Yeah.
Back up to 10 guys. You've only lost one now. One has stayed dead. The other ones were just injured, and they've managed to get themselves back on their feet with the word from the Lordling.
And as I'm kind of, because look, I'm a smart cookie. As I'm getting them on their feet, I'm also pushing them in front of me. And I will use my Lord's inspiration for them to attack.
Okay.
As a reaction.
Ansriver, you can attack.
But I'm just counting the first 2, right?
Yeah. They
That's
both
2.
hit. Solid.
Get in there, my boys. Have at him.
Oh.
Yeah, so one goes through.
There's 2 wounds.
All right, that small little unit dies. You take out the lone knight that was there.
So that was an bonus action and a reaction. Can I still do our attacks?
You can still do your attacks, yes.
Onwards, Aaron! Onwards, John! You too, Uriel! We just gonna lean over the top, just like throwing pebbles, and Uriel's trying to get some short bow shots out.
3 attacks go through. And who are you attacking? The smaller group or the bigger group?
Whoever looks less defendable.
They're both well armored. They're like man at arms.
Oh,
knights, so
whatever one.
but you do damage one of them. What's your damage value?
2 times the number of successful wounds.
So, 2.
Excellent.
Cool. You've damaged one of them. One of them's very close to being killed. They only have 10 wounds total left together.
Thank you.
So solid work. And it's Saint Ethelred who's wading into these mercenaries. And he hits on everything. On 3s. And he wounds everything. So 12 damage coming into these mercenaries, and he wipes out 1 unit of mercenaries.
only we had like 10 of him.
Yeah, if only you had 10 undying, unkillable saints, if only.
Yeah, ideal
I
situation.
think like 5 of him would be the whole point army.
Even 2 of them.
Okay, that's Saint Ethelred's turn done. They're looking pretty sweet up the top there. However, on this turn, something begins crawling its way out of the ground. around Lady Elwyn as you watch two sets of clawed arms drag themselves out of the ground. As these horned, horrific creatures wielding these almost like blackened, sharpened, bone serrated swords. Their limbs are ungainly. They kind of like bend, their elbows and knees bend like the wrong way as they walk and move. They kind of like crack as they stand up straight. They're towering creatures. As she gestures one to begin moving round, and it begins sprinting round the top. The other one begins sprinting into the midst in front.
Did I see? Would I have been able to see the one that was running around? Like
You saw it run north. It like runs around this wall here.
yeah. Just seeing it having left, I'm just going to shout to the others. Demon incoming. So whoever is ready, whoever the demon's going to, hopefully they're ready.
Okay. And her unit, minus the demon, because it's only been summoned this round, thankfully for you, they're going to make attacks. And the weakened knight unit with 4 guys is going to hit on all of their attacks. And wounding on 3s, Okay, 3. So 6 wounds coming your way, Ants River.
That's the 2 that just stood up.
Yeah. The 2 that were inspired to get back up again and now
stood up, ran in, and hurt someone, and then they just instantly fell back down. That's all right.
And then another 6 wounds going into brother Sven's unit as well.
And that's 1 down. Because Sven's unit's a tank.
Yep. They are tanky. And that's it for now. Sir Steve, you just heard the call, demon incoming from over there from Ants River. You don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah, I'll leave that to the other people. Ethelred can deal with that. He said that he's an expert at that. That's his shtick. I have more important things to worry about. Question: can I use my second wind to like inspire troops to get back up?
Yes, I will allow it.
Okay.
You can use it to get 1 back up, I'd say.
Good. Very good. I'll bring myself back up to a solid number. Then I'm gonna have. I'm gonna keep going for Tidor's knights. If I can take him down. Oh.
You're about level pegging, so
Yeah.
Got
That's the problem.
hit on all but 3. Wait, how many units you got left? You got 8, so ignoring the last
8.
Ignoring the last 3. So you that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay.
So you needed 4s, 1, 2, 2 to go through. So 4 wounds. They go down a man. Tidor is bolstering them. They seem very well drilled, this group that Tidor is leading.
Yeah, that tricks. Then Ellerin aim for the same one, I guess. Try and take him down. Did I close Elrond's one? Oops. Valorant only have 6.
So minus the first 6 up to the 4, I believe. Yeah. So all but 1. So 5 go through.
Okay.
And wounding on 4. So 2 again. Another 4 wounds as another one goes down. Again, weaker. You're slowly chipping away.
Yeah. Not fast enough.
And that is the end of that round. So on to round 3. Is there any abilities people want to use before the round is finished? Yes.
I don't suppose I could action surge. Could I to get 1 extra attack?
I'll allow it. 1 more set of attacks. Sure.
Okay.
So another 8 attacks coming from you. So
Ooh.
take away the 4. All but 1. So 7 attacks going through. One, 2, another 4 wounds. Which again takes off another 1. Worth it. You're chipping away.
Okay.
All pretty much everywhere where you're fighting, apart from the northern tunnel bit, it's a clusterfuck of like hearts and barrels in the way. Now bodies are just piling up. It's not looking good. I mean, Antera's got a demon now coming for him. Not looking good in his stage. But top of the round, Randall.
Mm.
The levies have stood firm. They only lost 1 guy last time.
Can I use an ability on the levies?
What would you? You're not near the levies, I'm afraid.
Well, some I don't need to be.
What ability do you want to use?
True strike, where I point my finger
What's the
and
range
give
on that?
them advantage on my next. Oh God! Is there a range to it?
You are
I thought it was just anything I can see within.
You are 70 foot away.
Yep, not 70 foot.
So if you were within
am I 30 foot away from one of the elven squadrons?
I don't think so. No. You're on your own now.
It's not self-applicable within a squad. Yeah, I guess we are, aren't we?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. So how does advantage work? Just roll it twice and see which one comes out better?
Yeah.
Cool. All right, so I'll do my ones first then, and I'll do the levies in a minute.
Yep.
So 2 lots of attack rolls. Take the better.
Well, you don't miss on a single one at the bottom, so I think you're good. Yeah, take that one.
All right. Wounds on 3.
Yeah, wounds on 3.
7 attacks. All but 1.
6 times 2. They
3.
both
Times
deleted.
3. We still got flaming swords up.
Oh yes.
Oof.
So yes, they are deleted. You have successfully defended the south. The keepers of the solstice are your elite unit here. You guys
somehow.
You guys have drilled them well. They are like like fanatical in their fighting here. Their flaming swords. They are your elite unit.
Casper's crying somewhere.
Yeah,
With pride.
some might say we're even psychos.
All right.
We're then going to use our movement as well, fall back, and we'll make our way back to the levies.
Yeah. You can either shore up there, or you can see the Sir Steve's men are struggling a little bit.
I'm more worried about the demon incoming.
You don't know. You don't know the demons incoming. You were too far away to hear.
I'll go to the next nearest one. That makes more sense. But I'll roll for the levies. We've still got 9. So even though I've got 2 squads, take off the last roll, if that makes sense, for the second one. So we'll do 1 full 1 first. 2 hit.
2 hits. Wounding on 5.
Wounds on 5.
Okay.
None go through.
Yep. Sadly.
And
the other one, ignoring
next
the last one.
We'll avoid the last one.
Which is good.
2
go through.
Come on, baby. Oh.
They're standing tall, but they just can't dish out the damage in return. And speaking of damage, this is about to be a lot of damage. Into Elaran's men. This unit is still at full strength because you're focusing fully on Tidors. So 10 full attacks, wounding on that's all 10 go through. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 damage coming through to Elaran.
That's
3 units.
Can I use one of my last warning maneuvers to try and block one of those?
Yes, you can. You can save 1 unit, so he only loses 2.
Okay, that's better.
Can I also use a reaction as well now that I'm within range?
What reaction do you want to use?
Shield on individual.
I thought shield can only be used on yourself.
Yeah.
So you can use it. You can use shield on your unit, but
okay.
Okay. And then General Tidor's men, who are weakened down to only 6 of them remaining. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 going through. Wounding on 3s. 4. Yep, 4.
Times 2, right?
8 damage coming through, my friend.
So that's 2 guys, and one of them's really injured, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. I'm keeping things real even between mine and his group. Really?
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Apart from this unit is fully.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Ansrivar.
Uh,
The demon has pushed its way near the front, and you can see it now. Your men are starting to be a bit shaky.
that's a thing we can deal with after. Yeah. Yeah, let's try finish off the big group, the mounted knights.
Okay.
So Sven has lost 2.
Yep. So
7.
7. Okay. Cool. Wounding on 5. So ignoring.
I think it's 1.
1.
Yeah.
You can re-roll. Remember, you can re-roll. Oh, I know. Is this Brother Sven?
Yeah, this is Sven.
Oh, okay.
That sucks. Yeah.
That is because the one guy was injured, down to 3. 3 men remaining
Okay.
in that big unit.
Yeah, let's see if we can finish them off. So I'm 3 down.
You're 3 down, so 9 hit.
Cool.
And we're looking for 5s. Sadly, only 1. You
I'm
can re-roll.
re-rolling. Yep.
1, 2,
Two.
2.
So that's
But
4.
that's enough to take another guy out.
Okay.
And they look over their shoulder at this demon, and even these knights don't seem sure. They are very unsure fighting alongside what you called out as a demon. The mercenaries are going to fight into the levies. And they are going to, hit all 5. And 1, 2, 3. 3 lots of wounds onto the levies. Not.
You've got 1 left in 1 squad, 1 full squad.
Yeah, and the other one's going to be attacking, coming in to try and kill Saint Ethelred. 1, 2, 3. Wounding on 5s. Only 1 wound goes through. Saint Ethelred's looking okay. Tyberos.
Namaste.
Demon charge through the line.
That's a bloodletter.
It is.
What's one of them doing here?
Lady Elwyn just summoned it from the ground.
Doesn't look too good, that.
And you would have seen a second one run north and around the ruins, which Antura has already called out to those behind you.
Hark, a demon. Right. Okay. Cool. I will just use my reaction on Anne's River's guys. Shove them forward again. Go on, get in the fight! To do my Lord's Inspiration for 2 attacks.
Okay. Antra, do you want to attack? Okay, one go.
So it's 1 hit.
Yeah, wounding. Let's see. Come on. Yeah.
5.
Solid.
Yeah.
So what? You've severely wounded one of the guys in the big unit. There's only 2 of them left. One of them's badly wounded.
My guys will try and attack, please.
Cool. Hitting all 4. Got a wound on 5s though.
I don't think we're going to do it.
You do. You wound on 1. As soon as
Hey!
you take out another of the guys.
Woo!
One of the knights is down. I'm going to say it now. Looking at the demon, looking at you guys, he breaks ranks. I'm going to shrink that unit down because there's only 1 guy. And he begins running.
Oh.
And then the demon stands in front of you.
Fuck.
Let's see if Saint Ethelred deletes this group of mercenaries. Hitting on 4 of his attacks. And wounding on all 4. 8. There's only 2 of them left. Okay. On to Lady Elwyn's group. You've got 1 group of knights who are still all together, and despite looking a bit unwary of the demon, they're just like kind of move over. They're just going to attack Brother Sven's unit. Hitting on 3 attacks. and wounding on 2 of those. So 4 damage coming into Brother Sven's unit.
It's 1 down.
And now the demon is going to swing wholeheartedly into your unit, I'm afraid, Ants River. Causing havoc. What is happening to my little mouse? 1, 2 attacks. Go through. What is your toughness?
5.
Oh, okay. So wounds on 3s. Wounds on 1 for 3 damage.
Is it just because I'm only remembering it now? Does Anservar's Uncanny Dodge do anything as a reaction? Normally it
Sure.
halves damage, but
Sure, you can reduce it to 2 damage.
awesome. So at least someone doesn't fall. Just
Yeah,
very
like,
hurt.
he's just like swinging through and it's looking bad. And then the other one will come straight through and bounding into the levies. And he is going to 1, 2, and he actually wounds on 2s here. So 1,
What?
both of them, dealing 6 damage into the
Right.
levies. And
That's
just
a lot of them.
he just starts eviscerating them, tearing them limb from limb. Blood just gushes out everywhere. Saint Ethelred just gets covered in it, and he just looks to the side like, okay. And he like cracks his neck. Time to begin. And we'll do one last round before finishing. Like, we'll at least finish this round before finishing the session, and possibly finish off next session. So, Sir Steve, let's see what you can do to General Tidor and his.
Okay.
Now that you kind of like look over your shoulder as this demon breaks through, and you see the bloodbath behind you before you go back into the melee. And looking ahead of you, you notice that General Tidor's men, they're a little bit shocked as well. They've never seen this before.
I do something while the fight is happening then.
Yeah.
Can I just call out to them? Because these are Emerald Order Knights in front of me, right? With Tidor?
They are Emerald Order Knights, yes.
Could I call out and be like, is this really what you're fighting with? Demons! What type of Emerald Order Knights align themselves with beasts of evil like that?
Radical ones.
Roll me another persuasion check.
Oh boy.
They should join us. We need help.
23.
Ooh.
I'm gonna GM roll something. Huh? As you shout that out, General Tidor kind of like just makes his men take a step back from the melee, so there's like just a gap. And goes, he's there like shaking his head in disbelief. No. This is not. And he's just staring. Goes, men, fall back. As he leads his unit to fall back.
Yeah.
What about
The other unit
Yeah.
actually stays in. And you see there's like a frenzied look in their eyes. That General Tedor might have sway on most of the Emerald Knights, but you can tell that Lady Elwyn may have got her claws into some.
Well, combined, me and Ellerin equaled this night. So, maybe. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna have to fight this other unit if they're not retreating. Okay. One of them backed off though. That's yeah, I'll go B first, then Ellerin. So this is 6 attacks, ignore the other however many.
So first 6.
All
All but
but
1 make it. So
5
5.
damage. 3 hit.
3 times 2 is
6.
6. You take out 2 guys straight off the bat.
Okay.
That's your best performing round of combat there.
You're not wrong.
It's now renewed, seeing some of your foes flee. You and the elves, with renewed vigor, just dive straight in and begin dashing at these frenzied, fanatical knights.
And then
And Elrond, 4.
for Ellerin.
Is leading dying men.
Yeah. All but 1 hit, 3 hit. For 1 wound. 2 wounds.
2 wounds. Okay, so another 1 goes down.
Okay. Even in the odds. I don't think I have anything else I can do for block more attacks, potentially. Oh, wait. Can I use my unwavering mark on their group?
Sure, if you want to do it.
Yeah, so it will mean that they'll have disadvantage if they attack Ellerin's group.
Okay, re-roll it. Yeah.
Okay. And if they do hit Ellerin's group, it means I get an extra attack against them on my next turn.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. At the top of the round, you notice that Lady Elwyn is again beginning another spell. Oh. Who's mowing the lawn? Is that Mac again? Probably. All right. Well, Randall, you're up. You've now seen the demon burst through the ranks and eviscerate the levies.
And can I see Lady Elwyn charging up again?
Barely, because there's still a mass melee going on here, so I'd say no, you can't see her.
Okay, can we use our end of round bonuses before we start?
Your end of round bonuses? What are your end of round bonuses?
I'm gonna give my good old saint friend True Strike before we start my turn.
Okay.
I feel like he needs an advantage personally, yeah, on his next roll.
Cool.
And how much is left of this kind of squadron here?
Of which one?
That we're the one that we're in front of, Sir Steve's.
Captain Edoran only has 4 guys. Let him and 3 others, and it's Sir Steve and 5 others. There's only 10 guys left between the 2 units.
But the lot they're fighting, they've got quite a few left.
They've only lost 3, so.
Okay, we'll stay and help defeat them quickly. So we're going to roll out on these.
trusting that Saint Ethelred has the demon covered.
I'm gonna see how he fares the first round before getting involved. I do not know if I want to commit to a demon just yet. But someone definitely needs to take out Lady Elwyn. Where is she? On the left-hand side?
She's on the left-hand side.
There is a
Yeah,
demon
okay,
between me and Lady Ellen, so.
Okay, we're gonna try and help take out this last squadron.
Go for it.
Mm.
Solid.
I don't know what we hit on these. Yeah.
Um,
Terrible rolls.
So, okay. What's your strength is 6, so only wound on 1, I'm afraid.
Yeah, well, three wounds then. So 1.
3 wounds. The flaming swords come in and back up Sir Steve and Captain Elrond as one of the well-armored knights goes down under the pummeling of flaming weapons. And Sir Steve, your men give a shout out of Lazarium in Elvish as the flaming swords come through.
He'll reciprocate that shout as well.
And
yeah, we'll see how it goes from there. I'll hold.
all the levies are dead, so that's your turn done, Randall. Obviously, General Tedor continues his staggered retreat, but the unit in front is going to attack, and they're going to pile in on Captain Elrond's unit. So 6 attacks coming. I'm just going to change the dice on these very quickly. Makes it easier.
Come on, Elrond, you can do it. You'll survive.
4 of those hit. And all 4 wound. So 8 wounds, 8 damage coming through.
That's. Can I use a deception to block another one of those? So he only loses 1 guy?
It's a new round. You can do it every round, right?
Yeah, it's like a reaction thing. Yeah.
Okay, so he loses 1 man. It's now him and 2 others. It's not looking good. Ansriver, you fight a demon, my friend.
Aye, we are fighting a demon. So we're going to attack the demon. Alright, Sven. Go. And I might just do what you did and just remove the. Just gonna change the dice number.
If anyone wants to do that on their units now while they're waiting for their turn, might make things a bit easier. Reduce their attacks and wounds to however many they've got left.
So that's 6.
Cool. 6 go through.
Oh.
2. 2 wounds.
Well, yeah, and then 2 for 4.
Okay.
And I think I have the same amount, yep. So I can just quickly change that.
I will say, because the demon is an individual, Brother Sven's unit can't actually attack him at this point. So they've got the knight, because they'd have to be almost amalgamated into your unit to attack the demon. They're too far away.
Oh, then yeah, because that first attack was from Sven.
Oh, okay. So that's still 4 wounds into the knights, which means they kill one of them. Solid. And now your turn. Into the demon.
Yep, into the demon. Uh, 5. It's,
Cool.
I'm
And-
assuming 2.
Yeah. So solid. Same result anyway.
Yeah, so yeah, 4
And
on each.
as you cut it, the blood kind of like sprays on some of like you in the front line, and it like burns, like starts like corroding away at your armor. If it's on like skin, it starts like essentially it's like acid landing on you.
Question.
Yeah.
Since it's not a unit and it's an individual, would I be able to use insightful fighting?
Sure.
So yeah, you can roll a deception check. I don't know what a devil's deception is.
10, 100.
That's kind of lame, but yeah, 20.
He rolled a 25.
Shit. Oh. Try again next time. Yeah, that's my turn.
Okay. Which brings us on to the mercenaries, who are actually going to bypass and come up behind. And they're going to attack the keepers at the solstice.
Bastards.
So 1, 2. And what is your toughness?
6.
6. So one lot does not even do anything. And 1, 2. Oh, there we go. 1 lot of wounds onto the keepers of the solstice. Don't know how many you've taken already, but
0. That's my first wound.
first wound.
That's the first. I tell you, mate, we're elite squad.
They are. And Tibros, faced with the demon, you are probably absolutely horrified at this point, not being much of a fighter yourself. And your retinue are definitely horrified.
So, sometimes a leader has to step up in front of his men. You know, Ben. You know, sometimes a leader has to lead. I look round to Aaron. I yell, Aaron, smoke me a kipper. I'll be back for summer. You got command. As I pull my sword and I charge into the gap here. My gang doesn't come with me, but they're kind of attached to me, unfortunately, Ben. I'm kind of...
Let's ungroup you.
Ungroup me, please.
I've ungrouped you.
So I'm kind of in the middle here. I will try and stab the demon with my short sword.
Okay. Do you have multi-attack?
Sorry?
Oh. I was going to say, cool, yeah.
But I'm going to spend a key point to do what's it called?
Flurry of blows.
Flurry of blows, and stab it with my claw twice.
Okay. Yeah, I haven't got an AC for this because this is not what I planned. But yeah, the second one in the middle would probably hit, and I will allow for 2 wounds because the 9th lashing is not gonna work in this scenario. So your sheet was 2 wounds per successful wound, right?
That is it.
2 damage.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, I'll call that 2 damage.
But wait, there's more. I use my drunken technique to disengage as a free action.
Okay.
Can I... I can't pick myself up. Can I disengage this side of the fella? Like, force my way through the gap?
You've disengaged, so you can...
And I continue the charge onto Lady Elwyn.
Would you have that much movement?
I have 45 feet, Ben.
So, would have been 15 feet in. Okay.
And I have an extra attack. Which I'll spend one more key point to do a stunning blow and punch the bitch in the face. And miss, probably. A 16? She must be wearing a nice dress.
She is, but as you go to... She just kind of holds a hand out and a magical barrier just pings your sword back.
Damn it. That's it. That's all I've got.
Okay. Ollie typically is always disrupting my plans for a mass combat by making me try and actually remember ACs and all that shit. Bloody hell, Ollie.
Yeah.
It's good someone's on Lady Elwyn.
It is.
For now.
I was thinking about that too.
Say that Fred's gonna fight me.
Engage him.
What the hell's John and that doing over there? That's a demon. Stay away from the demon, John. An arrow. You guys just go down there.
Let me do this. There we go. Okay, so his strength. Let's have a look. Let's roll. He hit on 4 of his 5 attacks. His strength is
red.
strength is only 6, so he's got a hit on. He only hits on 1. However,
He does get advantage on his attacks.
He does, yes. So let's see. Let's re-roll that.
Strike. The Tyrant is with him.
So he actually hits on 3 of those. So 6 damage. And he actually takes a big hefty chunk. You watch as the demon swings at him and he just ducks underneath and cuts one of the tendons on the legs, and it swings again. He just ducks between the legs and just cuts along the lower back. You can tell that he's actually fought these sorts of creatures before. And now we're on to the demons. And it's going to attack Antrova's unit and hits on 3 of them. And 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 wounding on 3.
Uncanny dodge.
So it would deal 4 lots of 3, so you can halve one of those. So I'll allow you to reduce that by 2. So he actually deals 10 wounds.
Okay.
3 guys and 1 left over, I believe.
Yep. Yep.
So yeah, your unit's not looking great. And on her turn, Lady Elwyn is going to... Sadly, because you didn't actually damage her, she managed to complete her ritual.
Bitch.
I'm going to roll a D100 and
Ben.
we're going to figure out what happens. But before we do that, we're going to do the little knights that are fighting Brother Sven's group. Hits on all 5. Oh, wait, are they at full strength? No, they're not. Hits on all 4. And 3 times 2. 6 damage on Brother Sven's unit.
That's one down.
Sorry, Ollie, what were you going to say?
I am incredibly handsome. Does that distract her? Oh, I'm only 12. I'm only 12 out of 20.
Yeah.
I think you should roll performance.
She looks at you and smiles a very nasty smile.
I've seen this one before.
As slightly larger. And I can't bloody enlarge it. There we go. Demon appears crawling out from behind her. It kind of slams its great sword into the floor.
I think I might just go back the way I came. Well, it's been a pleasure.
You really should have stayed out of this, dear. And she looks back and goes, kill. And the demon just takes a step forwards.
You know me, Lady Elwyn. I'm just out here staying alive.
So, Steve.
Hey. Okay, we have mercenaries behind us. We have knights in front of us. We've gotten flanked. One of the worst things that could have happened. Are any of the
But we
mercenary
are
groups?
together.
Are any of the mercenary groups behind me injured? Like looking around, are they losing any?
Yeah, one of them's only got 2 guys.
Oh, okay.
They did both go in on Randall's group.
Yeah. I'm gonna focus on the knights that we've already been fighting. They're a bigger threat. Yeah. Yeah, the elves are just gonna keep fighting the knights. Or at least we'll see how Sir Steve's group does first.
Come on, man. Okay, so 4.
4 hits. Or 4 wounds. 6
No,
and
you
5.
you only because remember you only hit on 4 attacks.
Oh,
So
yeah, that's true.
Sadly, no wounds go through.
Oh, yeah, because the 6 and the 5 are at the end, yeah.
Elaran with his 2 guys.
Well, we'll have him aim for that one really badly injured mercenary group, and see if he can take them out. Oh wait, I rolled the wrong one.
All three of his do hit.
I rolled the wrong one by mistake.
That's fine.
Yeah, first 3.
3 of them hit. And 2 of them make it. You wound on 3s against these guys, so
4 wounds.
4 wounds and they're dead.
Okay.
Is that it?
Yeah, I can't do anything else.
Now, at the top of the round, we are going to have
opportunity.
we'll have one more round of attacks. One more round.
An opportunity to retcon actions.
Now we have to keep going to the sunrise.
One more round. So Randall,
Um,
do you want to continue?
we're gonna go for the mercenaries.
You're going to go for the mercenaries.
Yeah. I think we need to stop one side. We need to. Wait, how many knights are left in the knight group?
There are 6 knights. There are 5 mercenaries.
Yeah, I'll take out the mercenaries. They're easy to take. We're being flanked.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, all hit.
Wounds on 3s. Yeah.
Yeah, so that 4 times 2.
3. We still got flaming swords. Elite squad.
So yeah, you delete them.
Woo!
We are no longer flanked brothers.
All right, that's Randall done. These guys are going to attack Brave Sir Steve. For 6 attacks, hitting on 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Wounding on 4s. 1 for 2 wounds.
I believe because I had 1 left over from last time, that'll take out one of my dudes.
1 guy.
Like, can I use interception?
Not in your own unit.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay.
And Shrivar.
Alright, go with Sven first to just attack those knights. 'Cause
Yep.
That would be
7.
great.
So orbit 2.
Okay.
On 5s here. So 1, 2, 3.
So 6.
6. So you take out 2 of their guys. They are on low strength here.
Alright. Just because I don't even know what I thought this would do, but yeah. Can I just try again to insight check? Bonus
Sure.
action. 29.
Woo!
I don't think it can beat you unless it crits. So
You learn that he's not actually a demon. He is a Spanish demon. His name is El Diablo. He likes to ride on his bicicleta.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it does anything. It's just when Ansarvar hits, it's a sneak and stuff.
yeah, you just get a read on like how it moves, which is very very difficult because these things move very unnaturally. It's not like things that you're used to fighting or seeing move or anything like that. So you had to study it for a couple of rounds before you got a read on its movements. So this makes sense that you didn't manage it the first time.
Used to reading people, they're pretending to be demons, not actual demons.
Yeah.
Well, let's see if we can
Don't know
hit a demon.
I don't know how the attack will work. I'll just call it another wound, maybe. Let's see how you do. You've got 5 guys. And all but 2, so 4 go through.
Well,
And wounding on
2.
5 only, so
2 of them,
2 of them plus 1, so
and then times 2. Yeah. Ah man, I don't feel good about this battle.
Oh, do you not feel good about this battle?
hi Ross.
Hi, Ben.
What do you want to do, my friend?
I mean, she's there, isn't she?
She is.
And I was born fearless. I was told the world was anything I wanted it to be.
You've got a very horrifying demon behind her shoulder.
Yes, but I am dauntless. That's an ability. It's terrifying though. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take the classy. This is the high road. I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna try to stab her twice. And I'm gonna do a stunning strike on one of them.
Can
And
you
also,
stunning strike on a weapon attack?
sorry?
Can you stunning strike on a weapon attack?
I can't. Well, yeah. It says any melee weapon. It says.
Does it?
I have
I thought it
decided not
always
to.
had to be a.
No, I've been trying to learn the class as we go today, before I've done all this. And I will also flurry of blows. So I need a con save, please.
See, I don't have sheets set up for them.
Well, that just means it's 0.
No, it means it's an auto succeed.
Oh, it doesn't.
Yeah, because I don't have the sheet.
That doesn't mean it's a. It doesn't mean it's an auto succeed.
What's the DC?
Tell me what you got first.
What's the DC?
13.
13. Oh, she rolled a natural 14. So
Okay. Fine. I'll just stab. I'll be content with stabbing and clawing her face up.
okay.
Like damage on those, or just. Happy?
I mean, I don't have a sheet, so
Just wounds.
it's wounds.
Okay, and I'll
Hey,
take.
you chose to go against the grain here, Ollie, so don't complain.
I'll just take my drunken master thing, and I'll just run away around the corner. Disengage as a free action and run away. Oh, sorry, I get to run away 50 feet because it's a +10 to my movement.
Okay.
I nobly run away around the corner.
Before you do that,
What? What do you mean before I do that?
let me just find it. Like I said, I don't have the sheet, but I know she has this because she's used it before.
Hang on, she does have a sheet.
Can you make a dexterity saving throw before you run away?
No, I guess.
As you strike her, she, with her other hand, wields this hellish fire at you.
Oh no.
And she casts Hellish Rebuke for 3d10 damage for 20 damage.
Well, I'm glad I ran away. Well, hey, I'm off.
And you run.
Run round the wall.
Saint Ethelred is going to continue attacking his demon. Hits on all. And only wounds on the 6s there, so 3. And he actually manages to take down this first demon.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice.
As it swings down, leans forward, he just steps out of the way and just decapitates it there and then.
And survives just like two more. One big one.
The remaining knights are going to attack, and there's only 2 of them, so 1 and wounding on 4s, so they don't wound. And the final demon's going to attack Ansriver's group. Hits on all 5. And it's strength 8, so it's wounding on 3s. So 1, 2, 6 wounds. One of those reduced to 1, so 4 wounds total.
Oh no.
Got it. So I just lost 1. Yep. Not looking
I have
great,
no
guys.
space on my table.
And Sir Steve?
I may as well stay here and try and finish off the knights. before trying to reinforce any other side. So first attack, dropping 1 dice off of this.
Okay, so
I believe all hit.
yep, 5 hits.
5 hits.
Wounding on 5s.
2 4 wounds.
Okay, so that's 1 guy down. And for Captain Ellerands.
Poor Captain Elrond. Does the same thing. Hits twice
Yep, hits twice.
for no wounds.
No wounds. Okay.
Poor Elrond.
And at the top of the round, a Saint Ethelred comes to the middle. Fall back! Fall back to me! Let the demons come. As all of you take the time and the moment to fall back. You guys at the back do so. Let's shrink. I don't know where our new friend is.
Can I run off this way?
He won't be there.
These fucking leaves.
Run into General Theodore.
Yeah, I'm gonna go yelling after General Theodore.
As we will begin next session with you fully in direct combat with the remaining forces.
Yay.
With your men behind you holding off the remaining forces. With combined between them, they have enough elves left. And we'll have proper combat now next session, considering Ollie decided to try and start that already. I'll decide how many wounds you guys have already lost based on the units you were leading.
I already only have 1, so.
No, don't worry, I'll tell you what you're on.
Oh, okay, cool.
What's your max? Because let me put your max is already on the sheet. So
37.
okay, you're 37. So Steve,
Like 60, I think. I'll double check. I'll have the sheet open.
60.
What, max for the squad or us as individuals?
Individuals.
Okay.
62 max.
And Randall.
Oh, shouldn't this off by art. Uh, 46.
46. Okay, I'll tell you. I'll get that. This will be your strike team. Will be apparently just the 3 of you because Ollie has another character that has run off, and Saint Ethelred and Brother Sven. I don't know. He might come back. We don't know. But right now he's on the other side of a big wall. So
I'm feeling pretty safe.
So you're facing 2 remaining fanatical knights or men at arms, a very large demon, and a wounded, but still pretty damn scary demon, along with the Lady Elwyn as well. So
Who's
it's gonna be?
She's wounded.
She is wounded. She is wounded. Do you want to roll
Am
your
I-
damage now?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, buddy.
So for one short sword, one claw.
Oh yeah, buddy. Take that, you slag.
And my
Yeah.
insightful flanking will still be up on the smaller demon.
On the smaller one, yeah, you can keep that going.
She's not holding any concentrations, is she?
As far as you can tell, after she summoned that last demon, which was a big boy, she no longer has concentration
I mean,
on anything.
she must have used like a level 3 spell slot on my Hellish Rebuke.
She did.
Ah,
So she is wounded and she has used resources. Everyone going into this combat, apart from the big boy, has used resources.
Yeah.
I think,
But you've got an Ethelred, so you're all right.
and I think I can quite comfortably take a short rest here. So if you guys could hang on for about 15 minutes.
I've only
How
got
many
two.
rounds?
Fucker.
Just hold the line. That's all I ask.
That would be 150 rounds of combat you'd have to hold for.
Yeah, this is the Siege of Terror. You guys are Dawn. You just have to hold Terror, and I am Roberto Gilliman.
Robot girly man.
Robot Girly Man, and I will come in a few months' time. Anyway, thank you everyone for watching. See if we all die next week. And tune in next week for more Tales Behind the Wall.